Lies. One could argue that lies are the things that keep the fabric of society together. One could argue that they're an egregious loss of morality. But sometimes, whether we like it or not, lies feed into the delusions that we need and are the only things that keep us sane. At least that's what this song says to me. Hello, human beings of the internet. I'm back. Kind of. So, I decided that in continuing my journey of creativity, what better way than to continue with content that I actually had conceptualized and is actively existent and that I need to get back to. So, this is the next part to the Citizens Dive. But before I get into all of that, hi, my name is Alan. Welcome to A World with No End. I am your host, and if you have no idea what the Citizens Dive is, it is a series that I have been doing where I give my take on the body of work that is Citizens by Fozia. So, lies. Funny how SoLie is the title of the song that we're going to be discussing today. Okay, so let's just get into it because if I try to make this introduction any longer than it has to be, I will lose track of things and I will sound weird. And if you stick around long enough until the end, you may or may not hear me terribly vocalizing to the chorus. Who knows? So let's start with the first verse. I can see it in your eyes. You don't love me like you say you do. I've got a feeling that we're fading, looking for a way we can make it through. If it isn't you, it's nothing. You know that nobody feels like you. Now I'm begging, keep pretending. Tell me that I'm everything to you. So remember how when we were talking about anybody else and how it's this unrequited sort of love or this desperate clinging on to love where you're giving your all to somebody and it just feels like they aren't giving you anything. SoLie is the delusion to that, right? So it's this point in time where you can see that this person does not love you, or at least in the way you want to be loved. But they tell you that they love you. It's very direct. I can see in your eyes you don't love me like you say you do. I've got a feeling that we're fading. Obviously, you can tell that the relationship is sort of going to its twilight days. It's about to die. It's about to end. If it isn't you, it's nothing. You know, nobody feels like you. I think we've all been there with a friend, with a lover, with somebody, anybody, where you're like, you know what? If it's not you, then I don't want it. If I'm not marrying you, I don't want it. If I'm not walking with you down the aisle as your best friend, I don't want it. Because that person has taken up this significant chunk in your life and they are your everything essentially. Because again, like we talked about in anybody else, you are so deep in the trenches with this person that it hurts you sometimes. So they feel that good to you. And now you're at the state where you're just begging for them to tell you that they're everything to you, that they still care about you in the same way that, you know, you want to be there. And we move into the pre-chorus. String me along one more time, leading me on. It's so wrong that it's right. So basically, this is a very direct song. Like, it's so direct. It's like, okay, fine. I can tell that you want absolutely nothing to do with me and you're looking for a nice way to end things. But I'm gonna need you to string me along. I'm gonna need you to pull me along with you. I need you to lie to me. I need to pretend. We move into the chorus. Lie to me tonight. Tell me that you love me even though it's all a lie. Oh, lie, pretty little lie. You don't need to mean it. I'll believe it when you lie. Again, so direct. And, you know, I love direct lyricism in that it does not leave you guessing about what the meaning of the song is. You don't really need to dig that deep into the trenches to find meaning. which also then makes me wonder why it took me so long to do this particular episode, seeing as how it was so direct and would not have required that much mental effort on me. Oh, well. Anyways, so it is what it is. It is exactly what it says. Lie to me. Tell me that you love me. Tell me that you need me in your life. Okay, just say it, and I'll take it. I know you're lying, but I'll take it. I just need to hear it. For my own sanity, I need to hear you say those things to me. So lie. Into the second verse. Can you give me anything, any little thing to make me think you'll stay? You know we can still imagine English bundles. Fantasizing that it's not too late. You don't have to leave tomorrow. Don't you want to kind of make it wait? I just need a little hope that if you're gonna go, you'll take half the pain. So this one requires the tiniest bit of thinking. Not really, but it still has a tiny bit of thinking that we need to apply to it. So essentially, the second verse is about wanting this person to stick around within the context of the relationship a little longer, to fantasize that all of this is not yet over. Because it's at this point where both of you can tell that this shit is over. There's no saving this. What I find most intriguing really is the last part, which is sung. I just need a little hope that if you're going to go, you'll take half the pain. I think this is very reflective of those of us who love a little bit too hard, so much so that when things are ending, we need the people things are ending with to stay around long enough, in the hope that when the breakup happens, at least they will feel some semblance of pain. Because I don't know about y'all, but there are some people who feel absolutely nothing after a breakup. They don't feel anything. They just move on. And you're the one who's left there in tears, in pain, crying your eyes out, suffering. And you want them to take some of that pain away with you. And this is leaning into the idea of, if you stay around long enough, maybe you will feel a little bit more, so much so that when it ends, some of the pain will go with you. Or at the very least, if you stay around long enough, I will hate you slightly more, so much so that by the time that you leave, some of the pain will be gone with your exit. Because if they leave and they haven't done anything wrong, it's kind of hard to, get over it. So you need them to stay around long enough to do something wrong, to make it easier for you to move on. And then we move back into, the pre-chorus. String me along one more time, leading me on. It's so wrong that it's right when you lie. Basically the same interpretation. And the song closes with a few belts on the SoLie to emphasize on the whole situation of please lie so that, some of this chaos makes sense. So yeah, that's basically it on SoLie. I could have joined SoLie too, I know, but a boy is not feeling like overexerting himself creatively or mentally. So we'll leave it here today. And thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the episode. And I'll see you on the next one. And if you stuck around this long, string me along one more time, leading me on. It's so wrong that it's right when you lie to me tonight. Tell me that you love me even though it's all a lie. Oh, lie, pretty little lie. You don't need to mean it, I'll believe it when you lie. So lie. Okay, bye.